Hello, my lovely Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I am here to bring you information about March 2019, what's coming in for you, what you can do about it, what it means, some clarification from the angels and the universe on just that, on anything you can take from the situation that is beneficial. Now, March is going to be a very interesting month. Lots of energy flowing. We've got planets in the move, on the move, and you're going to be feeling this if you haven't already, and I get the keen feeling you maybe have already been feeling this. A little bit withdrawn and trying to kind of figure out your placement and all this energy. And coming out of your month and into March, you know, there is going to be some transition there, but especially around March 6th when we do have some planetary changes, okay? So, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kristen. I'm a metaphysical healer and a psychic guide, and I appreciate being in the moment here with you to provide you guidance. I really enjoy doing this. If you are new, please subscribe, and I can get this out to more people. And in addition, if you want to let me know if you're interested in a free mini reading, I am providing those for any new subscribers. All right, guys, while I shuffle, I will open the window as usual so that you can get a direct connection to the energy from the mountain. For those of you who are new, I live in a very spiritual place, and I like to connect my readers with the energy from the vortex behind me so that you can use that for healing and manifestation. I know a lot of people have been very sick and have been trying to get over the flu and all kinds of other junk and viruses, so this is perfect energy to use to help push that out and to replace it with positive and healing energy. If you are interested in having some assistance in that area, I do offer Reiki. It's $25. You get a whole session with some activation cards, and that can either remove blockages and delays and help push things forward in your manifestation areas, or you can use that for continual healing. This month, I have a special guide with $20 for a 40-minute reading, and you can also take benefit of my membership program, and that is $75, which is generally the price of my 1-hour readings. However, you can get 3 months benefit amenities, and that includes daily oracles for the entire 3 months, as well as one free 1-hour reading per month. You get a discounted rate of $40 for every 1-hour reading, and you get a double discount for referrals, so $20 for every 1-hour reading. If 75 is a little too steep for you, I also have a $30 month-to-month option, and you get the same benefits. All right, you guys, hope you're enjoying that view. We finally had some sunshine. Things are melting, and hopefully the ground holds right, and the spring's coming soon. We just got dumped on about 7 or 8 inches, and it's finally melting. The colors here are absolutely spectacular. I can't get over it. There's no pollution or very little. It's part of the dark skies community, and the colors here are just amazing to me. As the summer comes around, I will be doing readings outside in the mountain in different areas, just to get that connection and that healing from nature. All right, lovelies, let's see what's coming in for you for March 2019. The Ace of Pentacles wants to peek. All right, I like that. All right, we're going to take a look at the situation, and then we'll look at the outcome. 1 or 2 more cards. The universe did not hesitate to let you know what was going on this month. Let's see if we have any more cards that they want to share to tell us anything else about this. Let's do 1 more. Alright, let's see what you got so far. If I need to pull more, I can certainly. It says I can. Alright. Got the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Okay. That's the issue. So right now, guys, I'm seeing that you are really able to see, you're evaluating all the options that you have, and you're really set on a new path. I feel like some of the old ways you've been doing things, or some of the old things you've been involved with, haven't been making you very happy, and you are looking for some resolve after a long period of feeling that way. You are looking for that thing that makes you happy and will bring balance to your life, and it makes you feel like you have forward movement and progress. I feel like you've just been kind of stymied a little bit in your areas and your options, and you're reaching out for possible opportunities, and really just evaluating how things are going, and the outcome starts off with the same thing, that stymied position of really evaluating, of not going the way that you have before. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like you're making this very known as well. Yeah, yes, you are. Lots of wands, lots of movement. That's fantastic. So even though you feel like you're in the stymied position, you've got wands, 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 and wands, okay? Starts off with wands. You are in progress of thinking about all of these options, okay? You are in a slightly stuck position right now because you are trying to evaluate what options are going to make you the most happy, okay? I feel like you're really seeking support from family, and that this has a big part to do with how you're feeling right now is affecting it's not clear right now. What you're needing isn't clear to the people who matter the most and can provide some of that clarity for you and support for you. So I'm seeing a definite need of communication, okay? And sooner in the month than later, because you're going to get a lot of support from the situation, okay? The balance will come from that support. You're going to be able to, it won't feel so distressed when knowing you might have to wait a little bit to get what you're looking for, but you can rest on the situation because there's a plan, okay? And the plan is all that's really needed in order to bring some comfort to the situation, right? You start out the month, like you end February, kind of like, wow, what? I'm not happy with any of these situations. I need change. You start March with, what kind of changes will make me happy? What can I do? I see a new path. I'm gonna explore this option in this path of new options and gifts that I can bring myself, and utilizing my skills and my gifts in a way that bring me happiness, okay? And you are really trying to find a way to minimize any fear or anxiety or delays in the situation by really reaching out to family and to continue this manifestation with that in mind. With your family is where your ultimate happiness lies, is in that happy home life, and that's your biggest focus right now, is what's going to bring me the biggest happiness in my life. What can I manifest that I can just be on the lookout for and rest on because I know it's happening, okay? That's what's on your mind this month. A lot of you are also seeing that after some time of delay, you're finally seeing balance come into a path that you've been kind of maybe keeping an eye on, or it's been in the back of your mind, and you've seen it coming, and you've been trying to address it kind of little by little, and it's finally come to light that this is happening. This is how I feel about the situation. I need rest from this type of stymied energy. I have to have forward progression. You're manifesting what that looks like. okay? And you're resting on the situation and giving it time to produce, okay? But you are making a plan. You are going to verbalize exactly how you feel about the situation because you are feeling stuck. And you're going to voice very boldly what it is that you want and how you want this to go about, what ventures you're looking to have happen for forward growth and happiness in your life. Okay, and that's absolutely going to begin a progression, a starting point for that dream. Okay, but you have to get it out there in order for the wish to come true. You've got to get out. That's the outcome. You've got to get it out there. Express how you feel. Also, you can totally express any fears you have about the situation. Express that. Okay, of course you're going to be a little bit more on the reserve, and things are going to feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone because you're taking a step towards a risk that could ultimately, I mean, everything and anything can have a positive or negative, but you always try to avoid the negatives. And so you're a little bit cautious about what this could mean, and knowing that you might have to tie up a few loose ends, or just this patience part might just be giving you a little bit of anxiety towards, I really don't want to lose and feel this way anymore. But you know that in the end, the starting point is what has to happen to feel at ease with the path that it's going to take to get there. Okay. I absolutely see you coming out with you are getting out of this stuck position and into a complete understanding of exactly where you're going. That's what these wands are saying. You are very tough. You're very strong in getting what you want, and your wish is, that's what's on your mind. That's what's on the universe's mind, and they want to bring it to you. Okay, so don't be too overly cautious about opportunities, okay? You don't want to lose an opportunity because you're overly cautious, but on the other hand, you want to discern from what is in your best interest and what is not. So just be cautious enough. That's the best way I can put that one. Be cautious enough to be proactively and logically aware of, you don't want to, of course, you don't want to limit the opportunity for happening. You don't want to have negative limiting thoughts, but you do want to be proactive in all possibilities. That way there's no surprises. Okay. I did pick up that for some of you, someone is coming in to help assist you in the situation, to help provide an alternative path. Okay, they see that you're in a stuck position, and they see that you're wanting something bigger from this, and you are going to gain this opportunity. This new opportunity is coming to show you a way that is going to bring you ultimate happiness because of the hard work you put into it. But I do see support coming, and a very nurturing and get things done kind of a person. For others of you, I see that there's some communication coming in that is going to put you in a position to put them in their place and to allow for progression to happen. Or someone's bringing in information that is going to change some perceptions and allow for forward progression to happen as well. But there's a big opportunity coming for you guys. A big opportunity that's going to bring you an understanding and some direction. Absolutely. All right, so let's see how all this pans out throughout the month here. Let's start with week 1. Those of you in a relationship, I see that you are coming out of some strain and back into a position of trying to balance things out. And I see that there might be a little bit of delay in communication in the middle of the month, but it is going to bring about a brand new understanding and appreciation for this relationship. It's going to bring past wounds to rest and bring an entirely new perspective of balance and hope and good moderation. Good compromise is going to happen from this in the relationship if you're already in the relationship. And in this communication, your strength and your ability to nurture the situation properly and in a wholesome way is going to push you in a direction of commitment and of all of the things and all of the qualities that you are hoping to gain in that relationship is going to start to manifest. For others of you you have somebody coming into your life and you're kind of working to see where they're going to fit, I see that you're definitely weighing out which direction is going to be the best for you, which person brings you the most happiness. And if you're waiting for just this one to come in, I do see that after some delay, you do finally get that moment of manifesting. You finally have the option or the opportunity to see that manifestation of the next step progress. Movement, I definitely see movement to where matter of fact, you guys might even be going somewhere to talk about this and to bring that connection back together. Lots of passion. Holy moly, y'all are hot. Lots of passion. And offers. Happy ones too. Happy ones. You're going to think about it for a little bit. If the offer does come in, you're going to be cautious about making this work this time. It'll be very important to you to have this go just the way you want. You can't always control it, but you can certainly set the motion in the direction that is most beneficial. There's week 1 and week 2. There's week 3, thank you, and week 4. Actually, kind of need a clarification on this. Week 3. Aquarius, March 2019. Clarification on week 3. I need one more clarification on that. One more? Sorry, guys. Okay. Thank you. I was trying to see if this manifestation in week 3 was going to be a positive for you. In other words, if it was going to feel fulfilling or if it was going to feel a little bit more on the conscious. I need to be consciously aware of something. But I got the answer. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I've been getting over a cold myself. Okay. So for week 1, the Queen of Swords, you are definitely all about communicating what needs to be said. You know exactly the path, but like I said, you were already in the first part of the month. You're already getting out of this stymied position and knowing that you were moving past difficulty and into a place of sharing and a place of progression. Okay, so this is showing that this is from the first part of the month. It's going to go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, March 6th, that's an important date for energy flow. Things are going to definitely make a transition. So you're going to feel that pretty soon, that first week of the month. And you're going to transition into, it's going to bring you a sense of stability and a sense of wholeness again, okay? that better times are to come now that you have addressed the situation and made a decision as far as you see a path, you see some progression in and where you're trying to go. This is very good energy too. This is also energy coming from the universe that is helping you to move in this path, because swords in Aquarius don't, that this is where, this is you, and this is your way of setting precedent from the very beginning. Okay, and the universe is giving you plenty of earthly energy that is motivating you into a physical manifestation. Okay, it's motivating your energies and your thoughts into physical manifestation, and it's bringing that to you. Okay, so things are working in your favor. You've made your point clear to the universe, and now they are working in your favor to start manifesting exactly that. Now, I do see that week 3 is between week 2 and week 3 is where this opportunity comes to you, this change, okay, this major transformation. Now, I pulled plenty of cards because I wanted to see if this was more of a toxic and stuck in the mud, negative type of energy, but it's not. What this is telling me that you are committing to a situation or to a person in a way that is making a major transformation happen in your life. Okay, I see that you are going to be very, very up in your head about this. Okay, a lot of anxiety. It's going to kind of freak you out. It's going to be a very happy and positive change that's coming, but it is change. I don't see a tower, so I don't see that there's going to be anything major that you're going to need to eliminate or address, but I do see that you are going to need to maintain balance and just be aware of what's happening around you. It's about awareness, okay? Awareness of why it's happening. Don't run from it. This isn't about escaping the situation. It's about dealing with it and finding, how is this benefiting you? If this is a relationship, I see that it is kind of freaking you out. Like in a good way, though. It's making you feel like, man, I never thought this was possible. I never thought that, I set an end to that. I made myself clear on the situation, and this opened up for me. And I thought about it. It was in the back of my mind, but wow, it's actually happening. And you are going to fully commit to the situation, as fearful as it might be. It's very transformative, and you see that it is moving you in the direction that you're trying to go. It's pushing you into a very fiery, very will-driven direction and power that you are now pushing off into the universe. Okay, you got power behind your intention now. It is manifesting what you're wanting into the reality. For others of you who have this person or situation that's coming in that is going to need to be addressed, I do see that this is going to make you feel a little uneasy at first, okay? It's going to make you feel like, man, what did I get myself into? I didn't really want any kind of confrontation or any of that kind of energy, but it's very quick to show that this was definitely needed to have progression in the situation. Things needed to be worked out so that there weren't any future problems. And that's what week 4 is confirming, that you're intuitively keeping an eye on anything, any possible losses, any possible secrets that might come out, that you are absolutely in control of what's flowing in and what's flowing out of your life. That's the message that I get from that. I'm also seeing that let your intuition be your guide. Don't let your fears create an illusion in your mind about what can be for you. Just because it's fear and maybe it's scary to address or it's a risk that you're taking, don't let that uh, determine your fate and the possible benefits and progress it makes in the rest of your life. Okay, I'm also picking that message up for you. Listen to your intuition. Don't let your fears make it seem unrealistic or unreal. This is hope for a new beginning. This is the earth and the universe saying, I'm here to support you. This is good. This is what's needed. Okay, it just feels very close to home because it's very earthy. It's very much physical. You feel it. But it is a blessing for you. It's an opportunity for better times to come, okay? That's what I see. All right, my lovelies, let's get you. It's interesting. Split there. Let's get you some universal advice, okay? This one flipped here. Family of Light. Good one to have. Let's see if there's any others. Right. 17. Family of Light. The limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside, do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth, as an extended spiritual family. You will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light. While some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of teaching unconditional, all-embracing love. You are one of these few. You have taken life to love the many, not just the few. For this life purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may be keeping you from bonding with them in a typical way. Perhaps you were the odd one out in your family, the one whom no one really understood. Perhaps you felt loved but couldn't live the way your family seemed comfortable to live. Maybe you lost family members through divorce, disease, depression, and death, or through addiction or emotional immaturity that left you disconnected from key family members. If your father figure was absent, while you must do the emotional healing work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence, for your own spiritual connection to remain intact, pure and powerful. That's touching to me because that particular part applies to me. If your mother figure was absent, while you are advised to do the emotional work to process that pain, understand the purpose of that absence, for you to look beyond your immediate family and to find your place, and to find yourself belonging to and being devoted to the entire human race. It's really interesting. So this message is saying if your mother was absent, then you're seeking family beyond, into the spiritual realm and into more of a spiritual family. And if it was your father, then it's more looking within yourself and connecting. Interesting. This pain was part of how you remained unconditioned by the more typical family bonds. While these bonds are necessary for many souls to experience their life lessons, the difficulty you have experienced regarding them helped push you to become a child of love. You had to seek family in expansive ways, remaining open as you searched for love, rather than feeling satisfied by your immediate tribe and closed to those outside it. You can come through your experience not as a victim of circumstance, but as an empowered soul. Process it, heal, forgive, and step into the spiritual blessings gained through your atypical relations with your biological family. Amen, I like that. Although you were not meant to belong in a traditional way to your family of origin, you shall not be denied the love you need. You are here to help build a human family joined by more than blood or legal union. It will not just be you loving the world, but the world loving you. The power of your heart to give and receive love shall not be wasted. So it is time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly as you are meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave past hurts and rejection behind you. You are no longer You no longer need them to grow. Be brave and pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit, but here also on earth. Let them in and know that you belong here in spirit and in body, to be loved, held, touched, kissed, to listened to, and accepted just as you are. Invocations as I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love, so I can peacefully process any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection in spirit and in the flesh, with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask for assistance in attracting my soul, tribe, and family of light, heavenly and human, and that I may experience belonging and conscious community, sharing my light and love with others. Through unconditional love, may all beings feel the blessings of true family, of deep abiding divine love. So be it. Wow. Wow. So I found several different messages in there that can apply for each of the different scenarios we talked about for you guys. But overall, this is all about growing, and it's about seeking your true place in the world. It's about speaking up when you need to, healing when you need to, and taking opportunities when they come for that exact purpose. And right now you are just simply in a process of growing your soul family and building that network of power so that you can continue to do what you need to do and you're supported. Okay? So take it in stride this month, you guys. Take it in stride. I see good things happening. I see blessings coming in for you. And I see a lot of mental clarity in some areas that you've been seeking that for a while. So I hope that helps you for March. If you would like to look into this any further, feel free to book a private reading with me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and let me know if you want a free mini reading. You guys have a fantastic month.